I know right now that small business owners are being approached by every Groupon wannabe and clone and every loyalty rewards program that seems to be coming up and popping up around. And I would think that probably because people know and entrepreneurs in this area know that you're incredibly progressive. You do have this technology background. Are you just bombarded on a daily basis?
Yeah, no, we've tried a couple of them. Some have worked, some haven't. And it's pretty amazing. People definitely see us as a technology-driven tea company restaurant. And so the door is constantly being knocked on by every possible startup that tries to do those
So
things.
can you drop a few names as to what works, what doesn't?
Let's see, what works, what doesn't. I think it's different for every
Best
business.
pitch, worst pitch?
Well, for us, I would say what worked and what didn't work was with a Groupon experience. And the early on experience was where we offered a great deal to come in and experience our teas. And unfortunately, it was too cheap. It was too good of a deal, and it attracted just coupon clippers, people who demanded a lot and never came back. And it was a nightmare.
I was wondering about that.
I would never recommend it. So, caveat being, Groupon came back, offered to make everything right, and which I appreciated, and I said, all right, never say never, I'll give it a try. And what we did the second time around was really rethink who is our customer. And our customer is someone that cares about quality, cares about the experience, does not care about coupon clipping. And someone, most importantly, that wanted to bring a friend to this new experience. So we almost tripled the price of our Groupon offering and offered a 2-for-1 high-end tea experience, much more expensive than the first one. So instead, we're attracting a customer who's willing to pay for a premium tea experience and bring a friend. And that was a wild success. So I would say Groupon has both worked and has not worked, but we refined it, and I'm happy to say that it was a great experience in the end.
Have you seen any sort of measurable ROI in terms of your second go-round with Groupon?
Yeah, I think that measurable, we did create new customers. There were people who did not consider us as an interesting place to go, and after getting the deal through Groupon, they've come in and they've come back, and I think that's great. It's important to be flexible and to just try new things. I would never say never to anyone, and you know what? What's the worst that could happen again? Is it going to put you out of business? Well, maybe you shouldn't do it. Is it going to cause some frustration or perhaps some new revenue or some new customers? Perhaps you should do it. So it's hard to have absolute rules, but definitely do your due diligence and ask questions about how the system works. Look at how big their list is. Is it going out to 1,000 local people who's perhaps the perfect demographic? Or is it going out to 1 million people who's not the perfect demographic?
Right.
Both of those things have pros and cons, but you want to know what you're getting into.